Day by Day Kids Bible, Day 172. The King's Food, Daniel 1. Now Babylon's army had come into Judah before. They had taken riches from God's worship house. They had taken some people back to Babylon too. Nebuchadnezzar was the king of Babylon. He asked to see some of the people from Judah. He wanted to see some young men from the families of Judah's leaders. They had to be good looking. They had to be good learners. They had to know a lot. They had to be good enough to help the king. The king wanted these young men to learn about Babylon. They had to learn the language. They had to learn the stories of Babylon too. The king gave them food and wine from his table. He wanted them to study for 3 years. Then they could be his helpers. Daniel and 3 of his friends were in this group of young men. The man in charge changed their names. The name he gave to Daniel was Belteshazzar. He named Daniel's friends Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. But Daniel chose not to eat the king's food. He chose not to drink the king's wine. He wanted to keep himself right and good. The man in charge liked Daniel and his friends. God had worked in the man's heart. But the man said, "I'm afraid of my king. He told me to give you this food. The other young men will look strong and well, but you won't. What will happen when the king sees that? The king will kill me." "Just try it for 10 days, said Daniel. "Give us vegetables to eat. Give us water to drink. See how we look after that. Then you can choose which food is right for us." So the man in charge did what Daniel asked. After 10 days, Daniel and his friends looked stronger. They looked more healthy than the other young men, so they got to eat only vegetables. God helped Daniel and his friends learn. God helped them know and understand all kinds of things. He helped Daniel understand all kinds of dreams. Time passed. One day, the young men were taken to see the king. King Nebuchadnezzar talked with them. He found that the best ones were Daniel and his friends, so they got to be the king's helpers. Daniel and his friends were wise. They understood everything the king asked them about. They were 10 times wiser than all the king's magic men.